Hey, it's Donna Rudowitz, and today we're going to be talking about going further faster. So many of us get disappointed or lose hope when it comes time to really thinking about our dreams. And I wanted to give you the premise and the permission to dream big, and also understanding that it doesn't have to take a lifetime to love again or to accomplish your dreams. Today's message, I want to take this time to inspire you to start believing for explosive shifts in your life. When you focus and place your expectancy in the right direction, anything, and when I say anything, I mean anything is possible for you. There's a premise when you were born. And that premise is you were born to succeed. Every child that is born in this world has within them all of the tools necessary that you need to meet your dreams in this lifetime. And then what happens is life. So as children age, that connection to source gets thinner and thinner and thinner. Right? Is if you watch a small child, you see them with the ability to play. You see them with the ability with there's nothing that they can't do. They have hope, they have expectation, they have happiness. And as children get older, well, more and more people come into their lives, teachers, parents, friends, and more people come into their lives to tell them what they can't do or how they're not doing something right or how they're not good in a particular area. Now, for children, I'm sure there are many people who tell them what they are doing right and cheering them on. But for many, the messages of the past, the messages of what they can't do is embedded so deeply that as children age into adults, as you know, and you may be one of them, begin to lose hope, begin to look like their goals and what they want to achieve becomes insurmountable. And it may look like in the natural, it's going to take years to overcome your soul fracture, years to find love again. And you may be even thinking, is that even possible for me? I've been through so much. My heart has been broken. I felt betrayed. I felt abandoned. I felt lonely. I felt like I'm the only one in this world and I don't know, how I'm going to do this. You may have gotten your life back together at this point and have good family and good friends, but this relationship thing has got you stuck. And you may be beginning to think like, I don't know if this is possible for me. And that's exactly the thinking that is going to keep you stuck. You need to shift your thinking into a sense of expectation. It's time for you to get ready for your dreams. You are coming into your year of shift. We are going to shift your thinking into expectation versus what's not possible. You're going to bring to pass what you think about the most. That's spiritual law. So if you're focused on your broken heart and loneliness, well, you're likely going to experience feeling alone in your life, feeling left out, and feeling sad. If you focus on deep, meaningful relationships, connection, romance, well, that's where you're going to get more of that in your life. You're going to find people, places, and things where you feel you belong. You're going to find meaning out of life. You're going to find happiness out of life. This is your year. You're going to shift up. So when you shift a car, there's no more energy being expended. It's the same amount of force, yet there's a higher level of capacity for the car to go faster. And that's the same thing with us. As we learn how to tap into our heart and develop a sense of heart coherence, we get to go further faster. Learning how to connect with your heart is going to be one of the most important things that you learn how to do, because your heart center is where you activate your shift. This is where you learn how that you don't have to expend more energy, you don't have to work harder, you don't have to get in there and try to manage it or control it, because at the end of the day, we are not source, we are not God. We don't have the best path for ourselves. God does. And when you tap into heart coherence, when you tap into supernatural provision, this is where your shifts happen. This is where miracles and synchronicities begin to occur. And when you tap into this level of being, things that you never thought possible automatically become possible. Things that you never thought you'd be able to reach in a million years, you're able to reach. A level of joy, happiness, contentment, and love that you thought was long gone miraculously will appear in your heart. And if you have a calling for a partner, that means there's another man out there with that same calling. And what you risk by trying to go it alone and figuring it all out by yourself and not tapping into your supernatural provision is you risk not hearing and not radiating your heart frequency to him and him to yours. When you are aligned with your spirit, this is where God is going to cause the right people to come into your life, the right things to happen. He's going to draw to you the exact people you need at the time. You're going to have all the resources you need, and you will never be left without. You may feel that life has abandoned you. You may felt your husband has abandoned you. Divorce may have left you with a soul fracture that has hurt your heart immensely. But you are so far from being alone and abandoned, because that is the truth. You may feel abandoned, but your truth is you are never abandoned. You were made with love, you are love, and you were created by love. You were designed to be and to give love, and no one could ever take that away from you. So when you ground in love, you get love. When you ground in fear, you get fear. So today is your choice of saying, am I going to ground in love? Am I going to ground in fear? And when you ground in love, you get to be able to say, I expect, my level of expectation for my life is amazing. We have the ability to expect good things in everybody else's life, but why is it that we struggle to expect good things in our life? Why is it that we see the possibility in our children, in our family, and our friends, and we're able to walk them off of the ledge and tell them all the good things that are available to them, but when we turn the mirror back on ourselves, that's a very difficult conversation to have with ourselves? And I could tell you one reason why is because it's cerebral. It's because it's logical. It's in your head. And in your head, you may have subconscious belief systems that are telling you you're not good enough, you're too old, you're too short, you're too tall, you're too this, you're too that. All of that preconditioning as a child that you've carried with you along the way, that's what's going on in your head. So we've got to get out of our head and we got to get into our heart in order for us to really, truly reach our true potential. And when we live and we're guided by our heart and we're guided by our coherence, life is no longer being lived in the usual. We are now living in the unusual. And this is where our supernatural miracles occur. This is where we get guidance from within. This is where we no longer are dependent upon anybody else outside of ourselves to give us the happiness and the desires and the contentment and the joy, because it's all coming from within. And this is where we get to go farther, faster. We get to what could take a normal person 20 years to accomplish, when we tap into our heart center, we could accomplish it in weeks, if not months. Your heart is going to lead you to your shift. Your head is going to lead you to problems, to obstacles, to thinking. If you think about and just take an inventory of the ruminating thoughts that you're experiencing on a daily basis, those thoughts are blocking you. They're not helping you. Your heart is where you're going to be led to your greatest shift. So today, I invite you to follow your heart. Today, I invite you to cultivate a sense of heart coherence. Today, I invite you to get out of your head and into your heart and stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to be the one managing everything. Take that pressure off of yourself. It was never yours anyway. Somehow along the line, we must have forgotten the memo. We must have not gotten the memo that that is not even our responsibility. But we've taken on this responsibility of our own, as our own. We've sort of absorbed all of these problems. We've absorbed all of this management. You are not the manager. God, source, universe is the manager. And it's time to give back those responsibilities to him, because now you have the freedom to create. Your job is to figure out what it is you want. Your job is to figure out what is your dreams, what are your goals, what type of relationships do you want to be having. And then we allow God and the universe to sort the rest out. So again, today I invite you to enter into a sense of expectancy, but expectancy of good things in your life, expectancy of love, expectancy of connection, expectancy of people, places, and things are going to show up for me, that everything works out for me, expectancy of good things happen to me. I deserve to be loved and to give love. My heart has within it the capacity to love deeper and greater than I ever thought that I can imagine. I deserve to romance life. To have a beautiful and wonderful dance with life, and to have a beautiful, wonderful romance with a partner. You deserve to live life deeper, fuller, more meaningful, and step into that level of expectancy and tolerate nothing less. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.